Stacey and J Sbu.
You want answers? I want the truth.
Confessions.
Cool. So this is something that we do every Thursday.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's low-stakes stuff. I think that this is not necessarily high-stakes stuff. I think it is the general kind of situation that's happening in a lot of households at the moment. And it is wild to me. Wild.
Yeah, so please, hey, as Stacey has given us a young prefix there, I know you already got feelings. Hold on to those feelings. Let's not judge today's confession. Let's just give advice, give honest opinions, and let's do it respectfully. So, today's confession is from Taylor. Taylor shares the following. I finally landed a job, but my parents want 30% of my salary or I am getting kicked out. They're also not going to help me with transportation and just generally treat me like dirt. Should I stay in this abusive household or should I use half of my salary to rent a place with some friends instead? That feeling. Hold on to it.
Okay. You can weigh in now.
All right. So all the way from Waterfall, we've got Lynn. Welcome to the show, Lynn. How you doing on a Thursday?
Great, J Sbu and what's that? Stacey.
Yes.
You'll get there eventually, Lynn. It's a scenic route.
Don't worry, man. I know what you're thinking. That glass of wine is warranted.
Oh, my gosh. I'm absolutely great.
Back to the conversation, okay. What are your thoughts on Taylor's situation?
Well, I was having a little bit of a chuckle when I heard the whole confession.
Yeah.
And I was thinking back to when I turned 18 and I finished school and my mother had said to me, that's it, your father's maintenance is done.
Yeah.
I can't help you anymore. I've done my job. You need to either pay your rent, pay your way, or you find yourself a cardboard box to move into. And I threw all sorts of tantrums saying, I hate you. I didn't ask to be born. How can you do this to me? That's not fair.
Yeah.
But my mother stuck to her guns. And I did indeed find a paying job that had accommodation for me, so that sorted that out. 30 years later, I did exactly the same thing to my two daughters when they finished school. And we are all incredibly brave, strong, confident, professional young or older woman, let me say. And I thank my mum every single day for the strength that she gave me and for what she did to me.
Oh, man.
Otherwise, who knows where I would have been.
Yeah, you passed that on to your daughters and now you guys are living
I
a nice
did.
one. That's a beautiful story. That's a beautiful one, Lynn. Thank you.
I think so too. Thank you so much for letting me on the show, and I love your show, guys.
Thank you.
What's remarkable about what Lynn has said here is that she was like, oh, she laughed when she heard this the first time. And I saw this, I almost threw my phone across the room.
Yeah, she did.
The utter and complete audacity to be like, this is an abusive household. Never has the turn of phrase grow up been more pertinent. Exactly what Lynn said there is pretty much what happens everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be 89 and still living at home.
Imagine.
Guys, get real.
And not even buying groceries.
And not contributing. Unbelievable.
All the way from PMB, Pumelelo, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you guys?
We are good. But are you as frustrated as Lynn, or do you have an opposing view?
My view is kind of opposing.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear this.
Give it to us, my friend.
I'm seated. Let's go.
Okay, guys, honestly speaking, you cannot be forced to pay rent at home because that's like your parents telling you that, no, we've been investing in your life for so long. Now we have to get our returns back. It doesn't work like that. Yes, of course I have to buy groceries, give them their share of the moolah every now and then, but I am not forced. I cannot be forced to pay rent at home.
Okay, now Mpumelelo, I hear you. So you're saying I can contribute to the house, but I'm not going to pay the quote-unquote rent. Now here's the problem, Mpumelelo, ne? Here's the problem, is that Taylor's mother and father have said, you either do this, which is very normal, right? Very normal. You either do this or you can leave. And make your own way. And the logic that Taylor is using is that she can spend 50% of her salary where she can stay with friends, right? But Taylor is not thinking, because Taylor has never paid for anything in her life, so Taylor doesn't understand that food costs money, and transportation costs money, and electricity costs money, so she would basically be forking out her entire salary in order to stay on her own, and it feels a little bit short-sighted. So what if the parents had not called it rent? What if they'd been like, it's a contribution to the house that you live in for free?
Yeah, contribution is understandable.
It's the wording. It's the wording.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the wording.
when-
That's the
when-
problem.
when-
Because honestly speaking, guys,
Yeah.
it's better to stay home and pay rent rather than going and paying someone else, spending 50% of your salary. But at the same time, Taylor will be learning a lesson on how to manage my finances, how to manage my own life without having my parents around me. Whereas I'm paying rent, I'm staying at home, and I'm paying rent. So what exactly am I doing with my money? What responsibilities will I learn on how to manage my money? If I'm still staying at home, yes, of course I'm paying rent at home, but then I won't feel like that there's a need for me to contribute anymore at home because I'm still paying rent.
Yeah,
so then I have 70% of my salary, which I will misuse and misuse and misuse.
Bumeleno's like, Taylor, leave. Taylor, go on your own.
You need one of these. But listen, it hits different, man. It hits different when your contribution is the difference between asparagus and cabbage. So if the opportunity presents itself, contribute towards the posy. Even that 30% I feel like is young. Do you know how expensive things are these days, guys? Things are so expensive. You are crying for 30%. My auntie once said, Uguti, if you eat, you loo, you poo, you bath, you sleep, you must pay.
Of course.
Coca!
Welcome to the real world, JJ.
Girl doesn't even have an RIP5. Hasn't even filed taxes
Not one.
And
Not
she's
even
moody
one.
already. Imagine when that happens, what's going to happen. Hey, Baba, calm the down. Here's what you had to say.
Yes, I'm waiting for my son to start work so I can kick him out. If you don't pay the bills, you must go.
I don't know, young lady. 30% of your salary, go sit down, do the math, see what a place is going to cost sharing, your food, your water and light, your electricity, all of that. And I truly and honestly think, I'm not right there in the situation, I haven't met you or your parents, but I think it's coming from a good place to teach you responsibility and what the real world is all about. Even if it's not an abusive household, it's just something that needs to happen. You're growing up. So do the calculations.
You see, that's the problem with the young generation. They want everything for free. So for me, I don't think it's a bad thing. The parents decide to teach the child responsibility and how to be an adult. So this girl needs to just wake up and she needs to smell the copy of reality and the parents are doing a good thing.
Greetings, Stacey and J Sbu. I'm not calling from Malmont. From my point of view, I will say she must go and find a new place because she got a job now. She got a job that gave her a salary, so you must find a new place and live with her parents. Whatever the circumstances, but he must find a new place. That's all. Peace.
Hi, Stacey and J Sbu. This is Cindy in Newcastle. No, she should stay at home. She should take some responsibility. Her parents are trying to teach her something. So if she runs away to the friends, she'll never be able to run a household. They are teaching him something. They are teaching her something. So she should stick around, stay with parents, learn, and then later in life, then she can move out of home.
So she is willing to spend half her salary, which is 50%, to rent a place with her friends.
Yeah.
But she's complaining to pay 30% to live in her parents' house. Taylor seems like she's just spoiled and she does need to grow up. So maybe it is best if she pays at 50% and moves in with her friends to see what the real world has to offer.
When we initially got this confession, as a parent, I thought, what a brat. What a spoiled brat. Imagine moving out of the house, right? Spending half of your salary on rent. Eating noodles for 3 weeks, because that is a reality, right? Sleeping on a mattress that was clearly designed for Satan. And then your back also starts giving you attitude because it's not comfortable. Then 6 months later, Ma.
Exactly.
Where Ma?
And that's it. And maybe
I want to come back home.
And maybe actually to Cindy's point and to the lady at the end of that voice note mashup there, if you're that impassioned about going and making it on your own, why don't you try it? I'll see you in a couple of months when the money runs out. Exactly, precisely on that very basis.
Stacey and J Sbu on East Coast Radio.